All right, let's take a look at the stock market. SPX is what we're going to focus on in here. What we had talked about last week was that we thought that there was going to be a dip towards the middle to the end of the week, and then it would start to move up again for the S&P 500. We actually had the shape of that pattern pretty much perfect. What we didn't have was that we thought that it would get a little bit deeper on the decline. We thought it would get down to about 23.73 or lower, and it got down to about 23.79. So we missed that by about 6 points. So we get, partial credit for that one. Definitely on the shape of the pattern, which is always so important to us where we learn about markets. So we had expected it to get down into this green support zone right there, and you could see it got down to very close to that slim ribbon, that 13-day moving average that's coming up. Let's take a little closer look at here, and you can get an idea of the cyclic patterns that we are looking at. And you can see that this pattern we're looking at right in here is this pattern, and we had this drawn this way, and that it would then tick up towards the end of the week. So we had the pattern spot on. We just basically missed the dip, and that's because nothing happened this week, as you could see, this amazingly narrow week. So what we're looking for in the coming week is a failing, we'll call it. Yeah, we're expecting the possibility that we could get a little bit higher, but we think this area just below or just above this all-time high is going to give the market trouble. So you could see the high here right over there at 2400.98. We kind of think that, right where we are right now, about 2395-ish, but 2405, 2410, we think that's about the best we can see it do, and then move down. This low that we made right there at around 2379, 2380, that's now an important cycle support that we call it. I think that it's going to break that number fairly soon and give us a bear signal. If it does that, it will accelerate to the downside under there and complete this pattern. So what we're looking for over the next week is kind of a rally and then fail. It's either going to fail sometime in the middle of the week or fail sometime at the beginning of the next week and then break underneath this key number and accelerate to the downside. That's what we're looking for. Up, get into this resistance zone just above that all-time high number, and then give it up and then start to get sold and move to the downside. Maybe it's all about what we were talking about in the early part of the show when we were looking at the commodity problem that we're seeing out there and the messages from that. Basically, I think that the slowdown in the U.S. and the slowdown that's going to come out of China and this big break in commodities is actually a strong message, and that the growth just isn't going to show up here, and that it's going to be difficult to get this Trump agenda done, and before you know it, the market is likely to be moving down in a pretty sharp way. That is our show for the week. I hope you've loved it. Don't be afraid to send me an email and let me know. You're watching this on YouTube. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. And if you give me a thumbs down and you don't like it, make sure you leave a note in there and let me know why. I always want to make our show better, and I always want your feedback. And I'm always wishing you great trading.